What's good, you guys? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do the last right here and now reading for the last sign that should be in our singing bowl, which is Libra. Okay, Libra, you guys are last but not least. All right, for the air signs. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Thought I was going to shuffle by 3, but I'm hearing 4. Okay. So 4 shuffles. That was number 1. Let's see where you guys are. Little sneak peeks as we shuffle. Queen of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Facing each other here as we split. Okay. Feeling a 2 of Pentacles energy coming up. But obviously holding tight to something while someone is trying to make an offer. Okay. Something light. All right, it may not be monetary. It could be something of value as far as information or conversation. But you are the Libra with your scale, looking for balance, probably. We have the Chariot and the Knight of Pentacles still showing up again, okay? So Cancer energy. Someone possibly coming to bring balance, or that's what you're trying to manifest, like I said, or you won't take anything less than that. Okay, Chariot still here, 4 of Wands. Okay, so I'm hearing house, but also movement in a relationship or wanting a relationship. Maybe you're trying to, I was going to say start dating, but the answer is no. One last shuffle. Been waiting patiently on some movement. 7 of Pentacles, possibly tied to some form of history. So maybe someone from your past possibly trying to move towards you. I don't want to say a Cancer. They could have Cancer in their chart. I'm going to go by 3s. I'm going to put this last deck on the top for some reason. Getting a vibe, okay? There's a lot of energy going on, okay? So 1 from the top, which is your energy, Libra. 1 from the bottom, which is the motivation. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for Libra. I'm going to split and pull 2 energetically from the middle. I'm going to go here for what the focus is or should be for you, Libra, while being in this energy. We'll set the cards again and split. I'm hearing to shuffle for the last deck, for the last card. 1 shuffle, no cut, splitting again because things are ever changing. Not there. For the hidden purpose, okay? That is a first. Okay, so Libra, that means a lot of things are changing. So again, Libra, you want a lot of things, and are wishing or praying for a lot of things, um, and the universe is trying to keep up. Okay, so I don't know if you have been waiting on your reading from me, Libra. If you're in my collective, I truly appreciate y'all. Okay, it's been a minute since I've really talked to y'all. Okay, so I truly appreciate you guys. All right, and thank you for supporting me and sticking with me on the channel. Okay, so bear with me. Okay, remember, this is supposed to be, I try to make these readings at least under 20, if not under 15 minutes. Okay, and again, I will be doing some more readings. Just again, I've been gone for a minute, so I'm trying to, get my feet wet, get my feet back in it. Okay, so let's see what's going on in your energy, Libra. And you guys got the Hermit with Leo. Okay, I shuffled the deck so many times before your reading. Okay, and this is Virgo energy. Okay, so I don't know if either one of those signs might be in your chart. Okay, if you scroll through some of my posts, you'll find where you can look up your birth chart. I gave two, I think it was like last year, two sites that you can go to pull your birth chart. Okay, that I've used personally that were pretty much spot on. Okay, but you are also getting the Hermit. Okay, you as well as Leo need to put yourself in some form of isolation and reflect, okay, on what it is that you truly want, because you have asked for a lot. Okay, there's something or a lot of things that you have asked for. What is really the most important thing to you right now, Libra, that you truly need? Not want. Let's take wants out of it and let's just say what you truly need. What you need is more important than a want. And I've talked about this before. It's more so or less temporary satisfaction when it's a want. Something that is a need, it has more longevity to it and actually is more valuable than anything that could be temporary. Okay, so it's time to refocus. Maybe you've been spending more time focusing on what you want and not on what you need. Okay, which will eventually come later, that you'll realize it, possibly if not during this reading, and then wish that you would have done what you, or focused on what you needed more so than what you wanted. Okay, because every time you go for your wants, your needs get pushed back. Okay, so you've got to figure that out for yourself, Libra. Okay, now let's see what the motivation is behind this Hermit. And it's the King of Cups. Okay, now for some of you, if it is love, like I said, as we were shuffling the deck and we started seeing a lot of Pentacles, we saw the Chariot, we saw the Four of Wands. Okay, do you want better for your relationship that you're currently in? Do you want want to start a new relationship? Or are you interested in someone from your past that could be lurking and presenting you with an offer or some kind of small gesture? Okay, I think it may be the last one. Okay, this is water energy. Okay, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Doesn't have to be one of those signs, just an honorable mention. Okay, so you really have to sit with yourself and wonder, maybe reassess your emotions, as far as really coming from a place of holding your emotions together, possibly while thinking about what it is that you need or want, or considering this person's offer. It has to be obviously on a very mature level. Okay. Let's see what the focus is or should be while being in this hermit mode, Libra. And it is the Hierophant. Okay. The Hierophant. While being in this reflection, I feel like you have to listen to your intuition, okay? The Hierophant card, obviously, it has kind of like an adjudicator or a judge, and there's two people standing in front. There are, one thing I've never really paid attention to when doing readings with the Hierophant is that there are keys in the middle that are crossed at the feet of the Hierophant, okay? And so this, you have to look at what the symbol of the key means spiritually if you want to really get in depth, okay? But there are two keys here, okay? What could the keys unlock or bring, okay? I feel or hear like new beginnings in a way, as far as maybe which new beginnings can be tied to a lot of things as far as change within one situation for the better, or not. I don't feel negative energy, but or new beginnings without someone, okay? But the question is, what do you want, okay? And if you are going to be willing to accept it, okay? And so I'm feeling or hearing the word of marriage with the Hierophant being here. That could be on the table for you, more so or less, if that is what you want, okay? Not need, okay, but want, okay? Because I don't want to put love as a need, okay? Love has so many layers to it, Libra. And so I'm not going to put love as a need, except for needing to love yourself, okay? Self-care, self-love is the most important thing for anyone to do right now, especially with mental health and things like that. So, you know, you have to consider that. These are all layers of yourself that you have to really peek into and put a spotlight on, okay? Let's see what the hidden purpose is, Libra, with this energy. And it's a 9 of Pentacles, okay? 9 of Pentacles. Like I said, self-love is the best love, okay? In order for you to be able to see things clearly, if you are questioning if this is going to be a King of Cups coming in your atmosphere, in your vicinity, you have to start caring about yourself in order to bring things in, okay? As they say, how you love yourself is how someone else will know how to love you, okay? Love yourself. Marry the version of yourself that is the best version of yourself, okay? Nine of Pentacles being here, we can say, is a completion of the hidden purpose is for you to get out of this isolation and emerge as someone who is more, self-sustaining, more so or less than anything, okay? Whatever other facets of your life need improvement, it's going to either happen before this person steps in, or they're going to bring value again, okay? If it was missing before, again, we saw the 7 of Pentacles when we were shuffling and are now at a 9, okay? So even if you're not thinking, if it's not tied to history of someone in the past, but your own history of how you've treated yourself, you're headed to the 9, okay? And being very self-sustaining. And if that more so or less in all facets of your life. secure mentally, emotionally, physically, and whatever other facet in your life you want to be, you're leading to this Nine of Pentacles where you finally are that. That is the hidden purpose, okay? Is for you to have more self-love, more self-respect for yourself, and not need someone else to provide that for you, okay? And once they see you in that light, that's when they are probably going to get some act right, okay? Because how you present yourself to people gives them a first impression of you, okay? And you want to give the best first impression of yourself to anyone, more so for you than anyone else, okay? But it sets the tone on who comes to you, okay? And how they come to you. So again, this is a reflection on your life of looking at what it is that causes, you know, the wrong type of people to get attracted to you. All of that, okay, is under consideration. If love is at the top of your list right now, or companionship, okay, but it is more so, or should be, about you, okay? It's about you, not anyone else. Everything else is going to fall into place as it will, but you got to get you right first, okay, Libra? So with that being said, that is all that I have for you guys today, Libra. Some readings are coming up, so I will talk to y'all again in the next one. Peace.